Okay, so today we're starting this other project. We've got an American Standard, I don't know what they call it, Everclean Evolution Whirlpool. I've got the model 2425 LC RHO, I believe. RHO just tells you where the outlet is for the drain. Seems pretty standard. I went over the installation. Here's what I've got. Gives me the dimensions. Framing this thing in, it's going to be pretty simple. They just want a lip all the way around the edge. A couple things. I'll be adding this heater, which goes right in here. That's a no-brainer. Just screws right in there, comes with the ground and attaches. This has to have a separate 15 amp GFCI outlet installed. The other thing that didn't come with it is this universal drain. I got this on Amazon. What we get for it? $89, I believe. 79 bucks at Home Depot. It's 120. Yeah, you're going to want this here because without it, you're going to end up drilling a hole in here because you've got to have a drain, an emergency drain, basically. And what that kit allows you is to use this for the drain. If you had to drill here, you're going to lose about 4 inches of water depth. So that didn't come with it. That'll be an easy thing. Not going to even bother with an unboxing. I've taken it out of the box. Here's your pump. Obviously, you can see there's, I've got to put these bolts and mount all this to this plastic. The one thing that does get me is they want this grouted in per per instructions. They want mortar, not grout. So they want a mortar base, not wood shims. So anyway, this is where I'm going to put her. Unfortunately, the width from that wall to this wall, the new tub is going to be here. So we're going to end up taking out this wall. I'm going to start the destruction today by taking out all these tiles along the perimeter. And like I said, I'm in no hurry for this. And then we may have to just sawzall this thing in half because it's all one piece. I've already done pretty much the basement work, the plumbing and the electrical. I do know we're going to get rid of the steel here because with that steel, yeah, you get a nice rust coming out each time. So we'll put copper in there. Use some shark bite fittings. I could solder it, but what's the point? I mean, I got the shark bite fittings. So this wall's going to come out. We're going to start the demolition here. And hopefully a 3 days we'll have her done. I'll make some videos along the way. And it's pretty basic. So see you for now. Okay, so here's a quick tip. Trying to get this old tile off. It's pretty much glued down to the drywall. And of course I've got a cold chisel here trying to take it off, and all it does is dig into the drywall. If you take your chisel out and then take your claw hammer, get your claw in there. Oh, this is going to be tough with one hand. And then pry it. There it comes. Doing this all one-handed on myself. So there you go. That avoids making a mess. This old tub or surround looks like it's got a lip. You can see, so it's behind all this drywall. So I'm not replacing all of it. I'll cut it in here. I'll put take a laser line and cut that and just replace as much drywall as I have to, maybe half foot or so a foot. Anyway, on I go. Okay, so we've cut out all the drywalls, taken out all the tile, taken out all the screws. Were drywall screws, and most of them were all rotted and rusted out. But I'm going to wait to take the tub out till tomorrow so I can get a shower or a bath anyway. I went ahead and I was thinking about just go ahead and ripping the whole thing out now. But these valves down here, they leak, so I can't shut them off, and I still have some work to do in the basement. And in a 100-year-old house, you don't want to be turning the water off and on too many times. You know, this thing's been around since Christ was a kid, at least 100 years. And sometimes some valves don't shut off, they break, they leak, and I don't want to deal with that in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm just going to take some caution here. But she's all loose. And this wall's got to come out, and it's, yeah, this isn't level at all. I've checked it a couple times, so I'm going to do it right. But anyway, this is what we got done, and we'll continue tomorrow. And just a quick update. Doing this thing by myself, and yeah, it's pretty wide to fit out the door. So I'm just taking the Sawzall, cutting her down, and dragging her out to the trailer, ready to go off to the dump. Anyway, just a heads up. There we go. Okay, so we went ahead and got the heater installed. It was very basic. You basically just take this out here, unscrew it. There's a couple rubber bushings in here you need to keep. It came with the ADOG wire. You just attach it there. And there's that grounding lug, and then there's another lug right there. And then the pump, it came loose from the factory, and these weren't actually set right. So I went ahead and we got those all in and tightened. So we're ready to set her in there and get her level and go from there. Okay, so today I'm dry fitting the tub, and as I expected, nothing ever goes as planned. So it's a lot more involved than we once thought. So first off, this tub here, this lip needs to go up here. See a problem? Yipper! So that's got to be moved. Down here, yep, that's going to have to come up and be moved. The framing here, I got a stud way back in here. Oh, I don't know what, 4 inches. Well, that's just not going to work. Reason being, here's our surround. Okay, we screw down on this. And once this tub gets in here, I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to have to build this up here. And so this has something to attach to. So anyway, oh, that's not even the best part. That's the hole to the basement where the sewage goes, where your waste goes. And yeah, maybe you can see. I'm off a few inches. But that's okay. No. I've got a beam. Maybe you can see it. I got a beam right there. So I'm going to have to cut into that beam, go down in the basement, sister in on the existing floor joist. Yep, it's going to be fun. So anyway, we're getting after. Well, I got this old wood up, and lo and behold, looks like we have a few shims. I wonder why that is. Could be that it's an inch out of square, inch out of level. Got this down. We'll reframe this here. We're going to put a piece in here, and they're very particular on this tub about making the surface level with mortar. And you can see that fiberglass piece right there. So I'm going to need some more mortar here. I'll put some wood in there. They don't want you to shim it, but otherwise I'm going to be using 200 pounds of mortar. So anyway, that's what we got going. Okay, so here we are down in the basement. You can see the 2 electrical lines I've run for the 2 GFCI outlets. And here was our other problem, the drain. I'll show you upstairs here, but that drain wants to come down directly over the center of this beam. So I've had to sister in two other pieces of wood here. I've bolted them down. I don't know, there's going to be a lot of water weight and person weight in here. So when it's all said and done, I may have to get some steel to reinforce this. I just don't know how much I've got to cut out here. And of course the plumbing now, it's got to be moved, the waste, the drain. And we've got our 2 lines here that I've capped off for hot and cold. Anyway, let's head upstairs. So here we are back upstairs, and you can see down in the basement, this right here, supposedly is what I've got to cut out for the drain. If you look at the directions here, they want 9 inches. That's not going to happen. We're just going to try to squeeze it in here. So I know this first part, this joist here, that's going to have to come out. Hopefully that's going to give me enough room there. We did get our GFCI outlets in. They work, both of them. So the next thing here is I've got to frame this up. Probably sister two pieces of 2x4 in there. Problem is the old wood, old 2x4s, and the new one, the dimensions are different. But again, we'll make that work. And then I've got a frame for a wall here. Of course, it's going to hold the shower heads are going to come off into here. But yeah, it's going to be very tight. I'm probably I've got to put another leveler in here or out on the other side, but I'm probably going to wait on the wall. I'm going to mortar this thing, try to get it as level as possible, and then I'll place the wall in as soon as the mortar is dried. And then they want you to test all this stuff. They said, oh, connections can be loose during travel or transit. Well, there's nothing I can do here. So what I'm going to have to do is put this thing in here, fill it up, run the thing to make sure there's no leaks, because once I button this thing up, it's a major hassle to tear it apart if there's a leak. So anyway, I think we'll end this video right here, and we'll make a part 2, because I can see more stuff are coming. I'm going to have to cut this drywall up here. And yeah, it's going to have to be cut way up here because the surround goes up that high. So yeah, more stuff to come.